Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Friday Night Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole, here with Ashley Williams and Corey Graves. And today on Friday Night Smackdown, we were going to have another ongoing saga between The Undertaker and AJ Styles, Luke Gallows, and Finn Balor. Well, we don't know where they're at. We don't know which bin, we don't know which locker they're put in. And we weren't going to waste all the time looking for them. So, we didn't know which chest, which locker we put them in. So, we're not going to waste all the time looking for them. So, it is what it is. So, sadly, that cannot be done until we can think where we put them at. And we have time to do it, which we don't have right now. Well, we do know someone, Michael Cole said, who's had a hang-up lately, and his name is Shark Boy. So, Stone Cold Shark Boy. I don't know if that's what they call me, but hell, I'm going with it. Stone Cold Shark Boy knows that he's had a hang-up with Jack Flagger, and that this might be the last Friday Night Smackdown done on the HG Google Chrome base with Google Chrome OS. And soon we're going to be doing it on the HP Reckoner with Microsoft Windows 10. So the way I look at it, if you want to see me open a can of whoop ass on Jack Flagger, stub a mud hole in his butt and walk it dry, give me a shell yeah. Shell yeah. Well, first off, Ashley Williams said, who is saying shell yeah? And it's not me. I don't know, Corey Graves says. Someone out there someone's saying it. Well, we do know we got two other men who don't like Shark Boy, either as Stone Cold Shark Boy or otherwise. Corey Graves says, Shark Boy is not Stone Cold, he's not Steve Austin. He never will be. Just like Dwayne Gill will never be Bill Goldberg. We know that. It's as much as to say that Jay Lethal will never be Randy Savage, and Peter Williams will never be Scott Steiner, but somehow this one seems to be exception. So, once again, Shark Boy is going out there and show playing as Steve Austin. Well, let me tell you something, Shark Boy. Let me give you something to learn on. You're not going to be Steve Austin. You'll never will be Steve Austin. You see, Steve Austin started out in 1988 in the USWA. Then he went to WCW and ECW and finally to WWF. You will never be Steve Austin, and dressing up like him and talking like him is not going to get you over. Now, I don't know the shit they always do in IW, but it's the same shit they do in AEW. But right here, you got a man who will never show play as anyone else, and that is Jack Flagger or Jack Hager, whatever you want to call him. That's right, Zebasida. I am the all New Worlder, Flagger Jagger. Jack Flagger, or Jack Hager. The body shield for Chris Jericho and AEW. Yeah, the man who usually takes the hit for Chris Jericho because, he's too much of a weakling to take his own hits these days. But anyway, I don't really give a shit about what we're doing in AEW or IW and that. I'm going to beat you, Shark Boy. You see, I was in the ring with Steve Austin at WrestleMania when Jerry Lawler fought Michael Cole, and he wasn't you. Well, Michael Cole said this whole saga between Jack Flagger and Shark Boy started out last week on a main event and went on Explosion. Yes, it did, Ashley Williams says, and apparently it's going on here on Friday Night Smackdown. Hey, I say go at it. Let the dummy go at it, Corey Graves says. I would like to see the all New Worlder, Flagger Jagger, or Hager Jagger beat Shark Boy, who believes he's Steve Austin, who show plays as Steve Austin, but he's not Steve Austin. Alright, Here's a little thing right here. Diva Talk says, you want to go at it, Jack Flagger? That's good with me. You want to fight too, Shark Boy? That's also good with me. But I'm going to let you know that next week, Jack Flagger, if Shark Boy beats you, then Steve Austin and then if Shark Boy beats you, then Shark Boy gets to meet his good friend, gets to meet Steve Austin for the first time, and then Steve Austin gets to beat the shit out of it, gets to beat two of you. Now, hold on there, Diva Talks. I am an overseer. I was never a wrestler, alright? You're not going to put me and Jack in some horse shit bind and hang up and say that, oh, well, if he loses a Shark Boy, then Shark Boy and Steve Austin are going to fight us. Nope, not happening. I only wrestled one time, and I was with John Hawk Bradshaw, when we fought Jesse James, and we lost, and it was a handicap fight. I'm not going to lose any more of my buyers to shit like that. Now, Jack, you take care of wannabe Steve Austin, Shark Boy. Well, apparently Jack Flagger, still has Zeb Coulter, who formerly was Uncle Sebaziah, also known as Dutch Mantel in some wrestling businesses. And now Diva Talks made an oversight that I don't think Zeb Coulter or Jack Flagger or Jack Hager, like Michael Cole says. Wasn't it true one time Corey Graves said he was one of your henchmen, underlings, when you were fighting with Jerry Lawler? Yeah, that did happen, and I don't want to lie, that did happen, Corey Graves, but that's old yesteryear. Stone Cold Shark Boy right now getting beat up by Jack Flagger with a sagas of clotheslines and body slams, Michael Cole said. Well, you know one thing, Ashley Williams says, I would like to see Steve Austin and Shark Boy together. Steve Austin talks about how he likes Shark Boy's show playing as him and doesn't have a hang-up with it. Well, that might be true, Michael. That might be true, Ashley Williams. But Steve Austin liking it doesn't mean everyone has to like it. You know, it would be like, oh, well, everyone likes, Dwayne Gill going out as Gilbert, making fun of Bill Goldberg, and Bill Goldberg never liked Dwayne Gill for doing that to him, but everyone thought it was alright. You know? Jack Flagger right now, Corey Graves says, Jack Flagger right now got me down. Oh! And Zeb Coulter hopes that his buyer, Jack Flagger, can actually beat Shark Boy here. Well, keep in mind, Zeb Coulter had overseen the Blue brothers, Eli and Jacob Blue, John Hawk Bradshaw, also Jack Flagger, Antonio Cesaro, and Alberto Del Rio. Oh! At one point, Michael Cole said, more clotheslines by the all New Worlder, Flagger Jagger. Well, he's Jack Flagger or Flagger Jagger, whatever you want to call him. Ashley Williams said, Shark Boy's right now not doing very well. Zeb Coulter got, Shark Boy just nailed him right down. Now Shark Boy is going to get the Shark Boy stunner on Jack Flagger, Michael Cole says. The Shark Boy stunner on Jack Flagger, Corey Graves says. How unlooking and shameful that is. Hey, Michael Cole said, hey, Ashley Williams said he might actually win it. Will Shark Boy win it? Ashley Williams says, I hope so. Here we go, Michael Cole says. 1, 2, and on. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Shark. Oh! And now Zeb Coulter beating up on Shark Boy now. Motherfucker! Get him, Jack! Apparently now Jack Flagger is taking out Shark Boy. And Shark Boy's caught in the ropes now and they can't get him out. And Jack Flagger, Jack Hager, is now beating him up, putting his lock on him. They gotta stop this from happening. You don't stop Jack from... And apparently now, And now Jack Flagger and Zeb Coulter had beat the shit out of Shark Boy. Since Shark Boy beat Jack Flagger, that means Zeb Coulter and Jack Flagger have to fight both Steve Austin and Shark Boy. You know? And someone wants to see if Shark Boy is alright. Michael Cole says, we hope he's alright. He seems to be good. The fight overseer, the fight foreman got him out of the ring. Michael Cole says, that was just poor sports. That's just sad sportsmanship. A bad loser was Jack Flagger or Jack Hager or Flagger Jagger or Hager Jagger, whatever you want to call him. But once again, that was just a bad loser, Ashley Williams says. I say so too, Michael Cole said. Jack Flagger and Zeb Coulter were just bad losers this night on Friday Night Smackdown. What do you mean, Corey Graves says. Now those two gotta meet both Steve Austin and Shark Boy in a team fight. And I tell you, Zeb Coulter hasn't wrestled in a long time. But I understand Renee Young is now going to catch up with Jack Flagger and Zeb Coulter and on the way they behaved. Well, I'm here, Michael Cole, with Jack Flagger and Zeb Coulter. First off, she's talking to me, not Jack Flagger. First off, Diva Talks wanted to fuck us over, and now me and Jack Flagger have to fight Shark Boy and Steve Austin. But as you know, I'm not going to let that happen. You see, okay, I might not be one of the name-known overseers, but I am an overseer, and I am going to help get Jack Flagger out of this bind that Diva Talks thought it was so funny to put him in. Me and Jack Flagger will not be fighting Steve Austin and Shark Boy. That's right. The all New Worlder, Flagger Jagger. Hogger Jaggers, Jack Flagger, Jack Hager will not be fighting Steve Austin and Shark Boy. Shark Boy, you motherfucker, you chunk of shit. You IW Steve Austin wannabe. You never showed up in WWE, you never showed up in AEW, or the NWA, or OVW, ROH, or MLW, whatever. You think you're the shit, because somehow you told yourself that if you started show playing like Steve Austin, you'd get over. Well, guess what? You got your butt beat by me. So are you over now? Well, Zeb Coulter and Jack Flagger are not happy about knowing they might have to be fighting Steve Austin and Shark Boy soon. Back to you, Michael Cole. Well, apparently Shark Boy and seems to be alright, but he does got something to say. So, apparently you want to beat up on me, Shark Boy says, and badmouth me. Me, Stone Cold Shark Boy. Well, me and Steve Austin, I know Steve Austin's going to come next week, and me and Steve Austin are going to open a can of whoop ass on you. You see, you thought you were so cool by beating up on me. You ain't cool by beating up on Shark Boy. What? I said you ain't cool for beating up on Shark Boy. Well, Stone Cold Shark Boy and Stone Cold Steve Austin are going to come at you. One's going to open a can, of clam juice. The other one going to open a can of beer. We're both going to open a can of whoop butt on you. Stop a mud hole in your butt. We're both going to walk it dry. One's going to say hell yeah. The other one's going to say clam yeah. Or shell yeah, I guess. Shell yeah. So, the way I look at it. Okay, Diva Talk says, I understand, Shark Boy. It's going to be a handicap fight. You and Steve Austin fighting Jack Flagger or Jack Hager or the Flagger Jagger, Hager Jagger, whatever the fuck he wants to call himself. I don't care. You and Steve Austin are going to meet Jack Flagger and have a handicap fight. When is that going to happen? Well, let's see. Sometime next week? We're not truly sure, but we might say tomorrow if everything goes right. tomorrow we might actually be doing that film on the HP Microsoft Windows 10 Reckoner with the Jelly Cam. Yeah, if everything works out right and we get it set up sometime on Saturday, because it's supposed to be here by 8 p.m. tonight, and it's going to be too late to get it set up, and we're going to be watching Friday Night Smackdown, so we won't want to set it until probably sometime Saturday. But yeah. Oh, that'll be good. That will be good. Alright. You heard me and Steve Austin gonna fight you, Shark Boy, gonna fight you, Jack Flagger, in a handicap fight. Maybe tomorrow main event. Or main show. Well, apparently Jack Flagger's hang-up or bind just got a lot worse now. Or worser, Michael Cole says, since now it's going to be Steve Austin and Shark Boy fighting Jack Flagger, Jack Hager. Michael Cole said, yeah, Ashley Williams said, I can't believe that didn't happen to a more good man here. You know, after all the shit they've been doing to Shark Boy and Steve Austin are going to finally get even on Jack Flagger, Jack Hager, Flagger, Jagger, Hager, Jagger, whatever he wants to call himself, Ashley Williams says. Same wrestler, same fighter. That might be true, Corey Graves says, but Jack Flagger, he is a former FCW heavyweight winner, a former ECW heavyweight winner, a former World heavyweight winner, and a former on-did Irks winner. So at the end of the day, he's going to beat both Steve Austin and Shark Boy. And both of them can have their clam juice, their beer, whatever the fuck. They can both say hell yeah and shell yeah and whatever Corey Graves said they want to say, but Jack Flagger or Jack Hager is going to beat them. Well, we were going to see, Michael Cole says, we were going to see the ongoing saga between The Undertaker, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Luke Gallows, and Cal Anderson, but there seems to be a hang-up about where they're at. You see, we have some lockers, some chests, and we don't know which one we put them in, and we weren't going to spend all that time looking for them. So when we do seek them out again, then those two will have their ongoing saga and tale between each other, Michael Cole says. So this might be, Michael Cole says, the last Friday Night Smackdown we do on the LG Google Chrome base with Google Chrome OS. That's right, Ashley Williams said. And pretty soon we'll be doing it on the HP Reckoner with Microsoft Windows 10 soon with the Jelly Cam. So Corey Graves says next week there'll be an HP, a Microsoft Windows 10 Reckoner. We'll be doing it next week. So this is the last Friday Night Smackdown being done on the LG Google Chrome base with Google Chrome OS. That's it. We wish we could make this go a lot longer and drag it out a lot longer, but it is what it is. Well, we can drag this out a lot longer. Let's do this. Business-wise on look, bought for by the falling. Now, you can get your Sailor Moon Day books. Because all the 2020 YL, all the months from January to December, and has all your beloved Sailor Moon Southhoods. You can have all of them. Look on the back. You can see all the Sailor Moon and all of her friends, like Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mini-Moon, Sailor Pluto, Sailor Saturn, Sailor Uranus, Sailor Neptune, Sailor Mini-Moon, Sailor Saturn. You can even see the Black Moonkin. You can also see young Queen Serenity. So you can only get this at Calendars and Toys. And also, Business-wise on look, bought for by the following. Get your 2020 Health Year Day book from UPMC. It gives you all the months of the year from January to December, and also gives you all kinds of things about other health tips, other health helpings, and other things. It's from UPMC for life. You can see down there. There's all the smart speaker tracks. Get it now. I want to say thank you for those business-wise on look bought for by the following. Anyway, Michael Cole said, first off, we want to say we have no ownership over those 2 day books, one for Sailor Moon and one for UPMC. That's right, Ashley Williams says, we have no ownership over any of that stuff. But it looks like Corey Graves says it is all the time we have here for TWF Friday Night Smackdown. Yes, it is. Well, I hope you like Friday Night Smackdown. I'm Michael Cole for Ashley Williams and Corey Graves. We hope you like Friday Night Smackdown. We'll see you tomorrow for a main event.